Hello, Liz from Luna Noodle Art again. Thanks for coming to my page. This is the promised flip through of my favorite thing I've made so far. It's it was based on the Nameless Art Journal challenge by Johanna Clue, something. Sorry for butchering her name. But I love everything about this. I love the texture, I love the size, I love how chunky it is, I love how it looks, I love how it feels in my hands, everything about it. I wanted it to look old, and so I roughed up the cover. It's got sandpaper, it's got toilet paper, it's got brown paper bag, it's got all kinds of things just to make texture on the cover. And it's got 5 signatures, and I cut out this window here. It's got my little key, and I use this as a travel journal. We went home to Wisconsin for the first time in 4 years, so I documented the trip. So it's got vintage family photos, and then it's got photos from the trip made to look kind of vintage. It's got these charms on the side. We have a book here. Says once upon a time and happily ever after. Has a key, a bunch of beads, a D for my name. Here are my birds in the background. Owl, this charm, little lion, bunch of stuff. I love everything about this book. Alright, so I'm going to give you a little flip through. Bear with me here. I'm still working on this video thing. Okay. So this is from a vintage Little Women book that my mom had, and the pages are so brittle, even this is from it. The pages are so brittle that if it wasn't glued down all the way, it would just crumble in my hands. So it has to be completely glued down. It's full of vintage photos, like I said. It's mostly filled. I have some room to do some stuff still, but it is mostly completed. That's my grandma. Oh, if you can see, my mom's mom back in the day. That is my grandpa's sister, so my mom's dad's sister. And that's his mom and brother. And there's a pocket here. I don't have anything in it right now. So these are vintage family photos, like my grandma's sister, my grandma and her sister. One of these little guys here is, I believe, my great-great-great-grandpa way back in Norway. So that's pretty cool. That's my grandpa right there. And that little girl right there is my mom. This is one of those old-time studio photos. That's me and one of my daughters when she was a baby. Daughters. This is from the trip. This is a full page pocket. These are my great-grandpa. My mom's dad's mom's dad at various stages of his life. This flips out. More pictures from the trip. Vintage photos. I didn't really want to glue the original vintage photos down, so this is a pocket with some of them. My daughter broke her arm when we were in Wisconsin, so here they have the Tin Man of Oz being repaired after the witch had the monkeys dump him in a ditch or canyon or whatever. So her x-rays and things from when she broke her arm, and this is a little thing that tells about what happened. That is my husband's mother's mother. Then we have, this is someone in my husband's mother's family again, but I can't remember precisely who. I think it's like one of his mom's aunts or something like that. My daughters as babies. More pictures from the trip. Picture with some information. This is my father-in-law when he was young and in the Navy. There's more photo originals in here that I didn't want to glue down. This is some ephemera from the trip, things we did. First date in like a million years. My grandparents when they were young. I went to Mountain House Museum when I was up there. It's one of the last remaining underground tunnel or underground railroad like museum things that you can see. It's my father-in-law. This I got in some Happy Mail, my very first Happy Mail actually. Husband's family again. That's my dad. Picture of one of my girls when she was a baby. More vintage photos here, or the originals. Piece of vellum from Tim Holtz. I don't know why I said Tom. 10 years apart there, a recreation photo. 4th of July, more pictures from the trip. That's my mother-in-law when she was young. This is the oldest operating general store in Wisconsin. And I turned it into a full pocket. There's nothing in it right now though. And then we have my grandma when she was young again. This is inside the general store with this little Lipton tea tag because my mom was with me and she drinks a ton of Lipton tea. This is in-laws again. They're strawberry farmers, or were strawberry farmers, so you see quite a few strawberry references in here for them. This is in-laws again, like my husband's grandfather, and in the milk wagon is his uncle when he was little. So more in-laws, little tea tab. These are vintage photos that we had taken for our Christmas card last year. More stuff dealing with my mom, so Lipton, just kind of an artsy page because she's an artist. This had ephemera in it that I used on the trip, so as I'd work on it while I was on the trip, I would just take ephemera from this pocket and use it on the pages. My grandpa's family, more in-laws, Scarecrow of Oz. I love all the original Wizard of Oz artwork, love it. In-laws. These were taken in the town I grew up in. More in-laws. First time we had all gone out with his brothers and their wives as a group. We're not home much. Military will do that to you. This is kind of a military tribute page. It's got my husband, my grandpa, and my other grandpa, and I'm gonna have his dad and grandpa here, but I did not have pictures that were small enough, so I will get those. More family, film negative from when I was little, another Wizard of Oz photo there. More family pictures. This flips out and it's got tombstones and the people that are under the tombstones. Kind of morbid, but you know, my book, so it's okay. More in-laws. More in-laws. My husband. More original vintage photos. More family. That flips up. I'm going to put a picture of my sister as a baby with some dandelions there. That's how I always envision her. That's why that dandelion is there. I just got to get a copy of that photo and put it there. More pictures from the trip. And then here, let's see what you're seeing. Okay. This is my in-laws when they got married, and then this is like her parents and grandparents. I think this was in Norway too when they got married. More in-laws. And this is there's 3 photos in here. I'm not gonna try and dig those out right now. More in-laws. It almost seems like it's mostly in-laws, but they had a lot of vintage photos, and I took pictures of their vintage photos. Grandma, my mom's a little girl there. I'm upside down. My mom, my two youngest met my grandpa for the first time. Sadly, it was at his tombstone, but you know. Family, this is a map of Pooh Corner. This is more vintage photos, and this was a label off a beer can. I didn't drink it, but I thought it was cool that the label came off a can. And it's from Wisconsin. Trip's from Wisconsin, so you know, Wisconsin is a beer state. Beer state with a cheese problem. Milton House. See, I got lots of room to write still. More family adventures. More family adventures. Little buttons there. Another tea tab. I do like my hot tea. Family adventures, and then another little women page here. So I do still have some room to work, write some notes and things, do some journaling, but I love absolutely everything about this book. I mean, there's no negatives in this book for me. I love it. So there you have it, as promised. Thanks for watching. Bye.